Hello friends, and welcome back. This is the final episode of my moto camping trip. Somehow or another I managed to make a 3-day trip into a very long series of videos. This video is fairly short, but it is the final one. As we spoke about in the last video, rain, and more rain. In this instance, the rain hasn't quite started yet. I am working my way down 58 and 16 down to the Blue Ridge Parkway, and then I'm going to take the Blue Ridge Parkway and try to run all the way down into Weaverville area so that I could scoot home. Well, I ran in and out of the rain most of the day, but most of it was in the rain, as you can see here. I ended up having to take off regular gloves, put on my waterproof gloves, and I wasn't talking or anything to the cameras because it was just so wet. I was really trying to concentrate. You can see I take the rag and I'm wiping my helmet. I even wipe the camera a little bit now and then. I can't believe I even thought of that. Hey guys, I'm on my way home. I am on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I've got about 80 miles to go to get to my exit off the parkway. Think there's a possibility I might run into rain again. Probably. It's been one of those days. Quite an adventure so far. I took off out of the campground and I went and did a big giant loop. I went north into Virginia, and then looped back around by Grayson Highlands Park, State Park I think it is, and came back down toward Boone and Blowing Rock and all that. Got in a real bad thunder and lightning storm and stopped at a Wendy's, and I think I was at Wendy's for like an hour and a half, 2 hours waiting on it. Finally had to leave. It was still raining, but at least it wasn't a thunderstorm anymore. Cleared up once I get on the parkway for the most part, but I do believe I'm going to run into some more again. So I just stopped here to change batteries in the GoPro, get my waterproof gloves on because the other gloves I had on I let get really wet. Alright, I'll yak at you later. Bye. So despite the fact that the final day was filled with rain, and of course that always diminishes the experience on the motorcycle, didn't get the epic views on the parkway, didn't stop and take a ton of pictures after I managed to get those few in from just a few minutes ago here. But it was all part of the trip. I mean, it was just a lot of fun. So even though it rained on me a lot on the final leg of the trip, it didn't take anything away from the enjoyment I got out of doing this trip. I will definitely do something like this again very soon. And you know, they always say that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And some sarcastic people think the light is a train coming at you. But in this case, the light at the end of the tunnel was sunlight. And it was actually really cool how it came out of the tunnel and boom, sunny, blue skies. It was pretty cool. And I actually got to ride in some sunlight, some sunshine, I guess, for a decent amount of time. After all the rain I'd been through to that point, it felt like I'd been in the sunshine now for a while. But alas, that didn't last as long as I'd hoped. It hoped to take me all the way home, but it didn't, and eventually I caught up to some more storms, and I even had to stop again when I was only about 15-20 minutes from the house because the rain was coming down so hard that I couldn't see, and I really wasn't sure about debris in the road. So I pulled over at a gas station that, again, fairly close to home, got the bike up under cover, grabbed myself something to drink, wiped the bike down, wiped my helmet down so that I could see to make that final short leg home. By now I was completely soaked, so I just went ahead and put the cameras away, got everything bundled up so that I could get home and get all unpacked and be done with my trip. The next day I dried out the tent and then started working on videos. Again, great trip. Can't wait to do it again. Thank you all for bearing with me through all these videos. Again, I'm going to try to hold on to them for my future self. So I hope everyone can stay well, stay safe, and most of all, stay happy.